Good day, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here for another Pokemon Go video for you guys. So today's video I'm going to be talking about how to participate in the Go Fest event, the worldwide Go Fest event, more specifically for the Australian time zones. So how to, what time of day to get up to actually participate. But there's gonna be some tips in here as well for everyone in different time zones as well that can be useful for you guys. So stick around if you want. I'm mostly gonna talk about my time zone, but I'm gonna have a little conversion chart as well for the rest of Australian time zones, and then instructions on how to look up your time zone as well. So I'll break it down and basically explain how the Go Fest event is going to work. So first of all, the players that are at the Go Fest event in Chicago, in Grand Park, are going to be basically offered up 3 different challenge windows, so at 3 half-hour blocks of time, and within that block of time they don't really have to agree, but it would be beneficial if they all agreed on a particular type of Pokemon to catch and catch the most of that type, and then whichever Pokemon type that is caught the most of in that slot, that equates to a bonus in the game for everyone, so everyone worldwide. So if everyone in Chicago at the event is catching grass type Pokemon, that will equal a Stardust bonus for them and for the rest of the world as well, and so on and so forth. All the different types equal a different bonus reward, and I'll link to that image as well in there. So that's challenge number 1, or part number 1, is actually the people in Chicago catching as many Pokemon as they can of a specific type. So of course, you know, everyone might have a different opinion on what type should be caught for what bonus, but if it's, you know, thought out properly and worked through, we can get a good variety of different bonuses. So for how the worldwide players participate is basically during those half-hour slots, it's our objective as people who aren't actually at the event to catch as many of any type of Pokemon as we physically can. We don't have to line up with what type of Pokemon, it's just catch as many Pokemon as you physically can in those half-hour challenge windows. So you don't have to be catching grass types. If people in Chicago are catching grass types, just catch anything and everything, throw a ball at it, catch it. It's all going to go towards the total of worldwide participation. So pretty much if we unlock the different tiers, if we catch enough Pokemon, basically it unlocks different tiers of how long the bonuses that the people in Chicago unlock, we control how long those bonuses last for. So we need to catch tons and tons of Pokemon to support the guys in Chicago as well, so we all get a benefit out of it. And if we do catch enough Pokemon, which it isn't specified how many, but if we catch enough to get the golden award tier, I suppose, we will unlock a mystery bonus. So the worldwide players will unlock a mystery bonus for the players in Chicago to participate in. So once that unlocks, the players in Chicago will do their mystery bonus event. If they are successful, that will then unlock an event for everyone worldwide. There is so much construction going on in Newcastle at the moment, it's ridiculous. I can't find anywhere quiet to film, I apologise. So yeah, the players in Chicago completing the mystery bonus, I'm assuming they have to be successful in that, but that will then unlock a global bonus for everyone. So that will take place from the 23rd to the 24th, the global bonus. So for Australia, most likely the 24th to the 25th, just because of our time difference. So what that means for players in Australia is as follows. Actually, I don't know which slide I'm going to put this on, so little infographic there. Basically the challenge windows run for half an hour, and in Chicago it is 11 AM, 12 PM and 3 PM. But for I'll speak for Australian Eastern Standard Time. There's the image there for every other time zone in Australia, but for myself, if I want to participate Australian Eastern Standard Time, that's Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, we're going to have to get up at 2 in the morning, so 2 AM Sunday morning. So going to bed Saturday night, waking up early morning Sunday. So for the people in Chicago, they're playing on Saturday through the day and through the night, or day and evening. We have to get up in the morning Sunday, hella early on the Sunday. So for me, for the first challenge window, it will be 2 AM to 2:30 AM. The next challenge window for me will be 3 till 3:30 AM, and then probably I would recommend having a bit of a snooze in there if you can, duck back home and have a bit of a rest. And then the next challenge window for Australian Eastern Standard Time is 6 AM to 6:30 AM. So for me personally, I think I'm going to try and get up super early, just get up probably half an hour before the actual 2 AM start, because I'm going to be out filming. I'm going to be in Sydney down for the Overwatch World Cup, so I'm going to try and get out, get to a good spot, get lured up if I can, find a good triple lure spot, and put on a incense as well to attract more Pokemon. I will get ready for the 2 AM start because who knows, there might be like a little bit of leeway with the time difference and like, you know, the lag, letting the event go live, etc. And then just go hard from 2 till 2:30, stay out in the morning, wait the extra half hour, go from 3 AM till 3:30 AM, probably head back to our hotel, have a snooze. I know it's not a really long snooze, but it would be from about 4 till 6-ish. So then get back up at 6 till 6:30, catch as many Pokemon as you can, and then I'd probably try and nick back and go to sleep, because after hopefully we are successful in catching as many Pokemon as possible and unlocking that like bonus mystery challenge. The mystery challenge will go live for Australian Eastern Standard Time at 9 AM, which is not too bad, you know, time of day, but we won't actually be participating in that. I'm just really curious to see what the guys over there, so like Reversal and Trainer Tips and that, if they're going to be posting about what's actually happening for the mystery event, which I'm sure they will be on social media. So I want to be awake for that and actually see what is the mystery event, and figure out if, like, we'll see if those guys are successful, see if all the guys and girls in Chicago are successful, and complete the mystery event. So yeah, there's nothing for us specifically worldwide players to do to contribute in the mystery slot, like in the mystery challenge time slot. That's purely for the guys in Chicago. Our role is just for those half-hour slots to catch as many Pokemon as physically possible. So what I would recommend, depending on your time zone, pretty much anyone who's in like the Australian time zone, like the Australian time zones, I would still recommend, you know, going back to bed and having see if you can get a bit of a sleep in between the 3 to 6 AM slots, after the 3:30 AM slot finishes and before the 6 AM one starts. Go back and have a bit of a rest. It's always healthier just to get a bit more sleep, and make sure that you're alert and aware for the day. You don't want to be like walking around like a zombie walking into traffic, so play safe. I would also recommend stocking up on as many balls, incense, lucky eggs. I'm going to be running lucky eggs as well, just because I'm going to be trying to catch as many Pokemon as physically possible. It's only going to benefit you. So I'm going to try and stock up on as many Pokeballs as I physically can. I'm going to turn my Go Plus off catch. So I'm going to turn the Go Plus off catching Pokemon for the rest of this week and just be picking up as many items as possible, and just focusing on hoarding Pokeballs basically. So I was just reviewing the footage I took earlier, and I wanted to quickly clarify something I was about to say. So I was gonna say another tip is to clear out any unneeded Pokemon and kind of make a bit of space so that you don't have to be clearing Pokemon out while you're actually using that half-hour time to catch Pokemon. But I just wanted to say, don't chuck out Pokemon that are rare to you or Pokemon that you need candies for. One of the bonuses that could be unlocked is double candy, or a candy bonus of some sort. So that would mean getting additional candy for when you transfer a Pokemon away. So if you've got 10 Mareep that you are never going to use, they're terrible IVs, super low CP, don't chuck those out just yet, because one of the bonuses could be bonus candies. So you'd want to hang on to those until after the Chicago event. And once we know 100% what the bonuses are going to be, then chuck them out, because you could still be getting, you know, you could get nothing additional for them, but if one of the bonuses is candies, you're going to want to hang on to those to get double candies. So just clear out space for stuff that you know you're not going to need candies for. Like if you just have bits and pieces like some Rattata that you're not going to evolve, and Hoppips and stuff that you aren't really using, so chuck them unless you need candies for them. But yeah, just keep in mind that one of the bonuses could be extra candy. So if you've got things that you need candy for, just wait until we see what the bonuses are, transfer after that. Back to earlier. The other thing I'd recommend is, if possible, get an early night's sleep if you are going to have to get up early in the morning, depending on where you are in the world as well. For me, it's going to be stupidly cold, so dress appropriately. If it's going to be cold, make sure you're prepared. Jackets is way colder in the morning than what it's going to be through the day regularly. As is pretty standard, battery packs, make sure your battery packs are charged up and ready to go. This is like a pretty big deal. So this is like a global event that we can genuinely affect with how much we participate, how much we play, and how many Pokemon we catch. So we have if we all decide like, nah, stuff it, you know, everyone else will do it, everyone else will get up and do it, it's fine. There's a chance that we won't actually unlock that mystery challenge and then the bonus challenge for the world. So I'm personally going to get up. I know depending on your time zone, it probably will be a pretty rough time to get up. I think Australia kind of cops it the worst, and whoever else is in our little bracket, but it's supposedly mostly us, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea and stuff like that. Japan probably falls into the time slot of really bad early morning time because they're kind of in line with Perth. So like for example, I think I know Pro Planty kind of mentioned he may or may not get up because for him it's going to be 1 a.m. 1 a.m. for the first time slot. So that's, and about 1:30. There's about a half-hour time difference between me and Pro Planty, so do it, dude, get up. Help us. But yeah, I mean, it still depends on the individual. I personally do want to get up and do it, and I am going to be in Sydney, so I kind of, you know, there's hopefully going to track down a local group there that's going to be out and about and play with any of you guys that do live in Sydney as well. If you're going to be in the Darling Harbour area, that's where I will be. So I'll be kind of near Darling Harbour, near Chinatown and stuff like that, that general area. So yeah, I'm getting pretty excited. So yeah, if you do need help as well finding out your time zone and how to convert your time zone, I'll put a link in the description as well for this really cool website that has like everything to do with time. But they have a good little widget where you can go compare time zones or time zone converters, and you'll put in Chicago as the time zone that you want as the base, put in the time slots for like the event challenge window time slots, and then put in your area as well as like a second bar, and then you can shift the time and it will like live update for you and tell you what time it will be in your city and where you're going to be. So that one's a really helpful tool, and I use that for a lot of stuff actually. I use that for, you know, scheduling if I'm going to be live streaming and things like that, because if, you know, for me it might be a really convenient time, but for half you guys in the States it's 4 in the morning, so it's kind of like that's not a really good time for me to live stream because no one can really get up to watch. So yeah, that's a really helpful tool, and that's in the description as well. So if this video has been helpful to you, let me know. If not, let me know as well so I can make it better. Or make everything that I do better. And there probably won't be another video this week unless something crazy happens, unless we have like a crazy raid or something. I'm probably going to be trying to get everything ready and just get all my stuff sorted, try and get through my editing for Z-Town once again. I'm still going through that, and just get ready for the weekend because it's going to be a massive one. Overwatch World Cup and Go Fest in the same weekend, so I'm gonna be pretty tired, but I'll make it happen. Don't forget as well, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter, I'm just posting mostly Pokemon Go stuff. Instagram, dumb photos of my daily life, dancing, and nerdy collectible stuff as well. So, best of both worlds. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!